Hey guys, welcome to episode 6 of the Break Time podcast. I'm Alex. And thank you very much guys for tuning in for the 6th episode of Break Time. Me and Eman, we just kicked off the podcast. As you guys know, if you listen to our other podcast, every week we kind of have the same setup when we're podcasting. We have the nice laptop fire that Eman always has very cozily put up on his laptop. We have the lava lamp we always got going. Eman is now putting... No, you didn't, Eman!
What?
No, you didn't.
What did I not do?
What is this?
It's the goddamn news.
But from what?
From what? The TV got cable. God damn it!
So Eman.
Fuck man, you never seen the news before?
What is it?
It's some news highlights. It's a highlight reel of a news.
Is that really it?
This is it. Yes.
Oh, because we made that other joke of I don't want to say what it was.
Go ahead and say it, because I know you sick fuck. You
no,
think I'm really gonna do that?
I'm not gonna say it.
You gotta really do that?
No, but we made a joke, and I thought you were gonna actually do it, and I was like, come on.
Jacked up.
Anyway, we got kind of off, but
What do you take me for?
But Eman and I normally we always have the blue light going on in the room, make the nice ambience go on.
Oh yeah.
We have the laptop fire like we talked about, the lava lamp, and then normally on the TV we usually have an aquarium running, just as like ambient, like something nice to look at if we're thinking or whatever. Eman wanted to change it up this week and put something else on. We're looking for cityscapes or
that didn't work out very well.
Yeah, it didn't work out very well. So Eman instead looked for, I guess, news highlights.
I just put on CNN.
You just typed in CNN.
I just typed in CNN.
You might as well just have the regular TV on because what am I watching, Eman? I'm watching commercials right now.
Something would come up, like some cool car chase or something. I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see. We'll be all right. We'll be all right.
Just put the aquarium on.
All right. Hopefully, give me a second.
Eman is also chowing down into a salad.
I'll tell him. All right. I'll tell you guys what I'm eating.
Can I have your phone? Can I have your phone?
Yeah.
Let me have your phone. Let me.
Whoa!
Oh, Eman, you're lying to me! I can't believe you did that! This is a joke, right? You weren't trying to do that? That's just part of the highlights, or did you put on...
This? What
you
is
did
this?
this on purpose, man. God. Eman!
This live? This fucking live?
We're starting the podcast over?
No! Hell no. Are you serious?
Oh my God. Well, because I can't talk about it. I don't want to talk about
Why
it.
Why not? We talk about every damn thing else in this podcast. See, they probably think we're watching like a live rape or something.
No. Okay, Eman and I made a joke before we started recording. That is ambient background. It's not a joke. It's a terrible tragedy, but as ambient background, we would put on a video of the live news broadcast from 9/11. And it was just a joke.
To create some nice ambience.
Yeah, to create some nice ambience. And Eman, you saw how masterfully he lied to me. I didn't look at the TV when he was putting this on, so I didn't notice.
I really thought you saw.
No, but he legit just put on the live feed of 9/11. Oh,
I'm an asshole. Now we got to change this.
God.
Well.
What a great way to start off the podcast.
February 28th, 2017.
God, you are terrible.
Nah, man. Life is good. Life is good. I'm eating my salad out of a big-ass small tub.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm taking a picture right now of Eman eating his salad in his giant bowl. I'm sure he'll tweet it. That's ridiculous. Anyway, God, that was the weirdest start to the podcast we've ever
wasn't
had.
That right?
So yeah, I guess we're just going straight into being terrible people. But
yeah,
Eman, yeah, like I do every week.
What's up, man?
How was your day?
My day, interesting.
Interesting,
to say the least.
Why is that?
No, I just went to a little seminar for a possible job I'm looking to take for a new sales position.
Yeah, you were telling me about that earlier.
Yeah, at a different company, a supplement and fitness company. Really excited about that endeavor.
Yeah, especially because it's something that.
Something I'm naturally into. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you're passionate about it. Gosh, that puberty just hitting you hard.
Damn, I know. Always on the podcast. I really loved working with your dad. I learned a lot about selling itself. So that's time I do value. I'm just happy I can now take those skills and apply to a product I'm a little more gung-ho about.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So, yeah, man, I'm super excited.
Awesome. You were telling me that you had something interesting happen to you this weekend. You said your weekend, like something crazy happened.
Yeah, my whole weekend was just interesting. I'm chewing a salad. I'm going to put this salad down. That's a wrap.
Yeah, like I mentioned before, Eman's an animal. He just eats anything and everything he gets his hands on, including the ladies.
Ooh.
Well, not anymore after last week's episode.
Right. I just took myself off the market.
Just bring it up. Maybe potentially whoever's listening to this didn't listen to last week's episode, right? And they don't know about your yeast infection on your nether regions. Mm-hmm. But now I just told them, so.
Now they male yeast infection. Girl, don't touch him. He's sick.
Yeah,
he is sick. I heard the podcast. He is sick. I don't know why he wouldn't even say that dumb shit.
Me and 10 other people, we heard the whole thing.
Girl, he's sick. God.
We still have this 9/11 thing going on.
I'm waiting for the second plane, man. I'm waiting for the second plane.
Oh my God. Okay.
It's an hour long, hour and 20 minutes, about as long as the podcast. It's the full coverage, man, on CNN.
Great.
You made the joke, goddammit. I just followed through. This is your fault. This is your fault.
I'm just gonna. You know the bad part about this is I can't even for shock value make like this part of the thumbnail. Like I can't.
You can't.
I can't incorporate.
How jacked up would that be?
I can't incorporate 9/11 into the thumbnail because then our podcast will get famous really popular.
Oh God!
Get famous really popular. So I flubbed up all my words. We get popular really fast.
Yeah, for the wrong
reasons.
Hey, 48 laws of power, man. There's no kind of all publicity is good publicity.
Unless you're Britney Spears.
No, that was good for her career.
Yes.
That was good for her career, man.
I mean, Bill Cosby?
Good for his career.
Really?
He just gotta, it's all energy.
Good for his career.
It's all eyes on you. It just depends where you want to take your career now.
Speaking of all eyes on Bill Cosby, his eyes are he's all messed
Jacked up, man.
He looks like, what's the word? You've seen The Goonies, right?
No.
You haven't seen The Goonies?
But I know you're talking about, you asshole.
That's what he looks like.
My man Bill Cosby is, I don't want to call him a G, because I can't salute what he did at all, if he really did it. But every time you see him, dude, he's the coolest. Like, it's like, dude, do you know why you're being walked into court right now? Do you know what's going on? Are you just oblivious?
He's
all smiles every time I see him.
Yeah, and you know who else was like that?
Don't tell me. Michael Jackson? OJ,
yeah, but someone a little more recent that I think was like that. Where no matter what was going on, they always put on a great face. Public figure.
Barry O. Barack Obama.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Always a great face no matter what was going on. He was really classy about every damn thing he ever did, Barack Obama.
Hell yeah. He conducted himself like my parents' friends. You know what I'm saying? He's so homely, him and his wife.
Oh, yeah. But the thing I like about him is, one, he conducted himself in a manner that was very personable, that you're like, man, I want to talk to him. He knows what's going on. Maybe not like, not that, like, I don't want to get into the argument whether or not he was a great president, but just him and his family are such a great family. Mm-hmm. Like, that was always really interesting to me. And I thought they conducted themselves very, very, very well. And
my girl, Michelle Obama, the most educated first lady in the history of first ladies ever.
Oh, yeah.
So...
like I said, you can say whatever you want about his presidency, but as a family and as a public figure... alone, they're great. They knew how to conduct themselves. They knew how to talk to the young people and how to inspire a generation. And Michelle Obama, with all her stuff she did, it was amazing. And it's nuts to think about, because even the daughter, because which daughter was it that one of them they caught, like, they got video of them, like, smoking or some crap? Do you remember that?
No. Yeah, I do, but I don't remember the name. It was the older one.
Yeah, but the thing was that happened.
Yeah. Carried that with such grace.
Exactly. That was my thing. Like, that happened, and you heard about it in the news.
Mm-hmm. That was it.
That was it.
Because they handled that issue inside of the home like an actual parent should.
Yeah, they didn't blow it up. They didn't attack the media. They didn't release a statement. But because You know, because the media nowadays is very much like, oh, we're going to put this out.
Yeah.
And then when you respond, we're going to put out more news.
Yeah.
Because, like, nowadays, it's like the media puts out a story. Oh, Donald Trump, out of context, sounded like he said he doesn't like Jewish people. You know, something like that. Yeah. And then Donald Trump will tweet and be like, CNN is fake news.
Yeah, the pendulum swing between these two presidents, the most extreme ever. What the hell?
Then Donald Trump will say something, and then CNN will put out their follow-up story. Oh, Donald Trump attacks media after we expose that he hates Jews. You know, it's a back and forth.
Yeah.
But Barack Obama, every time they attacked him on anything, he never addressed it unless it was something that he felt he had to address to the nation.
Yeah.
So, but he never gave them any ammo. It's like the bully. You know, it's the even better. It's like when they say, get into a fight, first punch, just go down.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hit something that's not moving or something that's already defeated or dead.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
So I think that's how he conducted himself. As far as not.
It's like parents who don't curse around their children ever, right? So the first time that they hear the parents say the F word, like when they're getting in trouble or something, that word is a lot more heavy. You know what I mean? They're more enticed to listen now because holy shit, Dad just said the F word. Yeah, it's just like Obama addressing the nation. He's not going to address the nation over a scandal. You know what I mean? He's going to address the nation when there's serious danger or an issue going on.
I think that's the big difference with maybe how people see. We're getting very political. Well, not very, but I think that's the big difference about how people see. Like the president, because our current president, because he very much comes out about everything as far as getting upset on Twitter. During his press conferences, he'll kind of take the jabs that he wants to take. During his speeches, he'll kind of take the jabs. So then Barack Obama, he was very conservative in the way that he didn't waste all his arrows.
Yeah.
You know, like he didn't come out and shoot all 5 of his arrows. He would save it, and then when it was necessary, he'd shoot an arrow and go, hey, guys, I'm addressing you because of this. So that way, when he did address you, when he did tweet about something important, when he did take a jab at someone, it was always, oh, we should pay attention because he never does this. So what is the serious cause that now he's going to do it? You know, it's kind of like... It's kind of like how they talk about sex and relationships. Yeah. Like when it becomes all about sex, it's no longer about the relationship because you're just always getting sex, and then sex isn't special. You just
become desensitized.
Yeah, and then sex isn't special. It's just you're having sex all the time.
Yeah.
So I think that's exactly what it is with
that's exactly what it is.
With Donald Trump.
Yeah, man.
That like everything that happens, it gets blown up into a situation,
and he feeds into it like a dumbass, man.
Yeah. Oh. See, I don't know. You know, I don't want to say he's a dumbass for it. I just think he's the type of person that some people claim like, oh, he's like no bullshit. He'll just speak his mind. Yeah, that's great. You should be a no bullshit person. I think Barack Obama was a no bullshit person. Yeah, but I think he just knew what to say and when to say it. And some other people have come back and been like, oh, well, that's because he's like a salesman, or he I don't want to be told lies, or I don't want to be sold. I want to be told the truth. Yeah, which is great, but still, you have to compartmentalize and be able to tell those things to people in a way that they'll understand. No, yeah. Because, like, I'll tell you right now, tomorrow, aliens come, and only not Barack Obama, but only President Trump knows about it. According to him or whatever, if he had it his way, he'd probably immediately just tell everyone, hey, aliens are a thing. Mass hysteria. Yeah. Religions are breaking down. Everyone's breaking in, looting shit. Yeah. It's, have you seen Arrival? Yeah. You've seen Arrival? Uh-huh. So, like, this is slight spoilers for Arrival. During Arrival, the government is trying to. This is kind of the gist of what the movie's about. Not giving away spoilers, but this alien spaceship lands on Earth, and the government comes into contact with it, and they go into the spaceship to try to find some way to communicate with the aliens to figure out what they want. And they keep it very... The public knows, because the spaceship's way too big for anyone not to see it. So the public knows that it's there, but nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows what the aliens look like. Nobody knows that kind of stuff. So then what happens is that finally, somehow the media gets leaked a photo of what the aliens look like, and they release it to the people. And the people lose their minds, because these aliens look scary as hell. Fuck yeah. So people lose their minds. And they're like, oh, what's the government doing? They probably don't care. They're not doing anything. We need to attack the alien spaceship. Yeah. But at the same time, the government is starting communication and being able to talk to them and being told that they're in a peaceful manner of communicating.
Yeah.
But then what everyone else perceives, because they don't have all the information, is very much, oh, well, it's bad. Because then people just jump to conclusions.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you have to kind of, I think, when you're dealing with a group of people, there's a difference between being honest and being detrimental.
Right.
You know, you want to be honest. You're going to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, not everyone knows everything like you do.
Yeah.
Not everyone. Like, if a situation happens to me, let me put it this way. Let's say, like, insane situation. I'm walking with Eman, for example. I'm walking with you.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you pass out because you're dehydrated and you're, like, going to die unless you need to get water. So I run into the nearest convenience store. I just grab a water because there's a line, and I just run outside, right outside the convenience store, and I start giving you a water.
Yeah.
I told that to someone out of context. Their mind is like, oh, I'm jumping to conclusions like, well, Alex is a thief because he did this. Like, maybe they weren't there. Maybe they don't fully understand because, like, what's going to happen is the people are going to go, hey, what just happened? And the cashier is going to go, oh, that guy just stole water. So to all those people, I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
Because I just stole water. I'm a no good human being.
Yeah.
But to me and to the people who are around me, they understand because they have all the information. So it's very much, it's hard to release information to people in a manner where they can understand fully. And even if you can try to explain it, people are still going to jump to conclusions because they don't have the experience. They don't know exactly how you felt about it. They don't see the situation.
Yeah. Well, the reason that I say that he's a dumbass for that, for responding to every little ounce of criticism that he'll receive, is because often you hear him criticize news sources like CNN, calling them fake news or reporting news that doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
So he knows their agenda is to work against him, and he's very aware of that. But it's almost like he isn't, because he's giving them fuel to criticize him in the media. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, if you're gonna tweet what Meryl Streep said at the Oscars, be prepared to receive criticism from the left media, from CNN, from those news types. You know what I'm saying? Don't act like surprised, like you didn't see it coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
You knew what you were walking into.
It's like
pick your battles.
Yeah, it's like what do you say it? Or how do you say it? Like when you play with the snake and you get bit. You
should have known you were going to get bit.
Exactly.
But he gets bit and he says, what the hell? That snake's a fake snake. Get him out of here. Get him out of my backyard. Fake snake.
Fake snake. He's a murderer. He's a rapist.
Criminals, that rapist. I'm going to build that fence.
And I'll tell you what, folks. We have the best snake catchers around. The best. And nobody else knows about snake catching as much as I do. I can tell you that right now, folks.
And listen here, folks. My neighbor... Okay, he's gonna pay for it. He's gonna pay for the fence because these snakes are coming from his yard. They're criminals. Okay, they're rapists. They're biting everyone's fingers, and I've had it.
Mr.
Sad.
Mr. Trump. Who came to remove the snake from your yard? I'll tell you. There's this guy, great guy, best guy, one of the greatest human beings I know. Name's John Williams. Came over, got the snake, and took him out of there. Great. Folks. This man saved us. And the news comes out, these people, these news outlets, they say things and stuff, and folks, don't believe it. Don't fake news.
Folks, I was in Home Alone 2. Take my word for it. Okay? I know what I'm talking about. Macaulay Culkin? Yeah. My homie.
Not many people will say this. Not many people are going to be this honest, but I'm going to be honest. Macaulay Culkin on meth the entire time of the filming.
Kid, out of control. Couldn't be stopped.
Anyway.
Much like Hillary.
And I'll tell you what. I'll tell you something else. Their gardener, illegal immigrant. His parents, not really his. Wrong.
Oh God. Isn't it great to live in America? If we were like in Tajikistan or some shit, we'd be getting hung up right now, beheaded.
Oh yeah.
Second plane just hit. God dang.
Glad you're giving us the highlight.
All right, guys. There's this thing going on called 9/11. I'm not sure if you heard of it.
Oh God, it's gonna be so
I know,
bad.
we're assholes.
Oh,
this is just jokes, people.
Bad.
We would change it. Like, this isn't cool. We would change it, but
the remote's not working.
Yeah, it takes way too long to operate my TV. It's a smart TV, but it's old, so it'll take 10 minutes to change the video.
This is like one of those things where in 5 Okay. In 5 years, when we're rich and famous, this is going to be the thing where people look back at it and then bring it up and go, oh, they made fun of 9/11.
Yeah,
they're
man.
terrible people. And then Disney backs out of their contract with us.
Yep.
YouTube kicks us off.
Yep.
This is the thing. This is the podcast. We're going to have to come back.
This is our scandal.
Cancel later.
This is our
We're planting
scandal.
the seats now. We have
We're
8
not
subscribers, and they're all in.
Yeah.
They're locked in. Are you subscribed to our channel by chance?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't have a channel.
Oh,
do
you
have
have
a
an
channel.
account.
But
you're not subscribed to us.
I think I am subscribed. Why? What's up?
Damn it. Well, I'm trying to see how many actual subscribers we have right now.
Let me see.
There's 8 of them.
Really?
And I'm wondering if one of them
Our marketing is
you.
beyond shitty, man.
Well, because I don't
It's just laziness on both of our parts, man.
I think so. I'm just gonna give it to Serena.
Yeah, dude. I'm still waiting on that. I gave you the
Gonna give it-
password to the
Yeah,
Twitter.
you know, I just need to give it to her.
You're gonna pay her what, $5 a week to operate the social media accounts? I shouldn't have put that out there. Now she's gonna be asking for shit.
I know, right? I was just about to go. No, I pay for her damn food.
Oh, without me, she'd be dead and malnourished.
I know. Tell me she'd be nothing. Just a monkey get bananas. Okay. I don't know what the hell that was. Just a monkey get bananas.
Look at this shit, man. To put this in your head. So, have you witnessed a fender bender? You have. We witnessed one together.
A fender bender. Yeah. You were in the car. No.
We witnessed a few together.
But you weren't in the car when it was me.
No, you were going to my boxing match.
Yeah, and I got hit.
Yeah, man. Even the smallest fender benders are loud as shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, especially when you're sitting outside.
I can't imagine.
So imagine
how loud that was.
Jumbo jet flying into a building.
Yeah.
Full speed. Can you imagine just the sheer sound?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Get out of here, man. Get out, Alex. Get out of here. Get out of my room. Get out. He left. So this is the podcast, guys. I'm sorry. I just got a little emotional.
Mom, can I come back?
No.
Mom, let me come back.
Stay out of my room.
Mom, let me come back.
Dad.
Mom.
What the fuck are we doing, Alex?
Mom.
What the fuck are we doing?
I don't know. It's late. It's late.
It's late as hell.
It was not super late, but
it's not even that late. We always recorded this time.
But when you've had normally we start like 8 or 9.
Okay. We've had a long day, people.
Yeah, we're 20 minutes in, and it's like 10:40, the day before the podcast is supposed to come out. Right? It's Tuesday,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, it's Tuesday.
But yeah, man. I know we were talking about the other day, but you've been to the 9/11 memorial, right?
I have, man.
One of the most insane experiences ever. I recommend, I think everyone should go there. If you know about 9/11, if 9/11 has affected your life in any way, essentially if you're an American in any fashion.
Yeah.
Even if you're not, I think, even if you're visiting or whatever, go to the 9/11 memorial and just see, because New York is a loud-ass city. Loud-ass, a lot of stuff going on. The moment you step, and because the 9/11 memorial is open, you just walk up to it.
Yeah.
But the moment that you step up to the 9/11 memorial, all of a sudden it's like you're entering like a force field, and all of a sudden the sound just stops, and it's just dead quiet, and it's just still. It's super eerie. Like, no scary movie ever is going to be able to make you feel like how you feel when you're there, just because how eerie it is, just knowing that you're standing where like thousands of people died, right? Is it thousands?
Thousands, yeah.
Yeah, thousands of people died.
Yeah, man. I actually went to the museum at the memorial. And for those of you who don't know, when the buildings came down, all that was left was the craters in which the building stood, and they were just deep, probably like 20-story deep craters. And those are actually what the waterfalls. Whoa!
What? What's going on?
It's like paramedics outside.
Is there?
Yeah, whole. Where they at?
Down the street.
Okay. Well, they drove by and like your back just lit up red.
Oh, really?
Like the window, yeah. Thought you were the devil.
We're gonna interrupt this podcast for a brief moment while I try to figure out where these paramedics are.
Yeah, right.
You can keep going, Eman.
No, but so the actual waterfalls that are the memorial, they're built over the craters that
like
the.
They went down the road and turned. Okay, I'm not seeing the lights anymore. Go ahead.
They're actually built where the craters are. They built over the craters. So the museum is built inside of the crater, right? And so you get the ticket, you go inside this building, and from the building you go through a metal detector, And once you're on this metal detector, after that whole process, you go on this this series of downward escalators, and you're just going down for a while. It's deep down there, and you get there, and you're in this dimly lit, almost like sort of like just giant arena, right? Yeah. And the walls, they're little beams sticking out of the walls. And you find out later on that these beams were actually the support beams that held up the World Trade Center. Yeah. So you're literally standing inside of the World Trade Center. And so they've built sort of like an open concept house where it's not, the walls aren't really attached to the roof because the roof is so tall. So it's like you'll have the kitchen here, your bedroom here, and it's all separated by sort of like one wall. It's hard to explain. Yeah. But that's how it was set up. And I can recall going into this one room, right? And it was highlighting everybody who had died on that day. Mm-hmm. And so you walk in this room, you have to go down another escalator to get there. Yeah. And mind you, while you're going down, you're looking at, of course, the wall that was the World Trade Center, and you're seeing actual destroyed vehicles from the side of the World Trade Center. And so you arrive down this escalator, and you're standing in front of these two big black walls, which lead to a room. So you walk into that room, and the wall, like I said, it's a deep crater. It's about 20 stories high. So the wall is about 10 stories, probably like 3 stories tall. But the entirety of the wall is covered in pictures of headshots of the victims' faces. And it literally covers the entire wall. There's no space for the wall from top to bottom. And so you're walking, and of course you're walking by little some of the faces have shelves next to them, and let's say one of the victims was into golf. It'd be his picture, then right below him it'd be a shelf, and on that shelf would be his favorite golf shoes to wear, his actual golf shoes, his actual golf club. You can see the imprints of where his feet would stand in the golf shoes. It's insane. And then in the center of that room, directly in the center of that room, you walk in, and it's another room, and they have a kind of not really easily accessible, because they're not trying to have kids in there and whatnot. Yeah. And you walk into this room, and it's just a normal wall now, but it's a bench. It's a series of benches, and it's all facing a giant projector screen, right? Yeah. Big ass projector screen, and on the projector screen is a series of pictures of the victims, right? Yeah. And it's showing the victim's headshot, like a normal like yearbook photo, right? And then it's showing pictures of them holding their kids, and them with their families, and them just living life. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes videos would show, and then as the videos are showing, I've told Alex this, but as the videos are showing, I haven't cried in a long time, but I can recall this is the one of the few times in recent times that I've cried. So as the videos are showing, it's you can hear audio of like recorded phone calls from the victims. Sometimes they'd be in the tower calling their families for the last time, or sometimes they'd be like, hey, just letting you know I'm getting off of work soon, I'll be there soon, I love you. Just on another day, not even 9/11 related. Yeah. It's just their voices, and you're hearing their voices and them living life while these eerie ass pictures of them are popping up on the screen. Yeah. And that was life changing, man. That was life changing. It was something I'll never forget. Yeah. Yeah, and even to the viewer, I say viewer because maybe there's 8 of you. Just really shit on the fact that no one's watching these. At this point, man, I'm like, if nothing else, this is just archiving my life, essentially. Yeah, right. At this point, until we get that marketing, we'll be good.
Yeah, no, but for the listener, obviously we made light of it at the beginning of it because we made a joke, and I just want to make sure that we make it clear, like we said at the beginning, it's a tragedy, and the joke isn't about the situation. The joke, like we mentioned before, humor is saying things nobody's ever going to say. Right. Or saying things that are socially unacceptable to say. So, the humor was, what if our background was 9/11? Because that's something no one would ever do because it's distasteful and it's terrible. So that's why it's funny. Yeah. But I just want to make it clear that the funny part is not the tragedy, because obviously we're talking about it because we both have very strong feelings about it. To us, the humor was found in like I said, sometimes saying things nobody's ever going to say is the humorous aspect of it. But
God, we're already doing a public apology.
Well, no,
in the same podcast.
No, but I'm just saying it to make it known because that's honestly how I feel about it.
No, yeah, definitely.
I can look at it and I can feel several things and just with what I do, I know that these things are tragedies. Yeah. I know that
like this shit is not in the slightest bit funny.
No, it's not funny. What like I said, what we found humorous was the fact that nobody would ever say that.
Yeah.
And we said it. But I digress. I don't want to turn this into what you can and can't make
joke
fun
about,
of
right.
or make light of. If you agree with us, you agree with us, and if not, don't. And we're sorry if we offended you, but we're also going to keep steamrolling because we're not going to put a Band-Aid on everyone. Anyway,
just to clear that up.
Yeah, we'll see. I also want to make sure that I'm saying something to be sensitive, but at the same time, I'm not like. But I'm not going to apologize for all of my opinions or what I say.
Because that's us. We have raunchy ass humor.
Because then there's no point. Yeah. I was going to ask you, though, kind of to get off the topic of 9/11. You kind of answered me before we started, but you didn't watch the Oscars.
No, I didn't.
God. Did you hear about any of the results or anything?
Yeah.
Did you care about anything that was happening on the Oscars?
I didn't, man. I didn't give a shiznit.
Yeah. I thought it was, some of the stuff was really funny.
Yeah.
That they did. Jimmy Kimmel... he hosted it, and they just did a lot of funny things. At one point, he was like, "I'm getting worried because we're like an hour into the show and Trump hasn't
tweeted
at us yet." So then Jimmy Kimmel got on his phone, and they linked up his phone to the projector so everyone could see what he put.
Yeah,
and he was like tweeting like at Trump, "You up?
You up?
Like, question mark.
Hey, you up?"
Yeah, and then he tweeted again, and he said, he said something. He said like hashtag Meryl says hi or some shit. Because remember he said all that shit about Meryl
overrated.
Streep. But it was pretty funny. They did this other really interesting thing. I don't know if you saw it, where these people who were like taking a tour of like New York or wherever it was that they were.
Yeah.
They were like on a tour bus and they thought they were like going to like a museum or an exhibit.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That's incredible.
Real life people. That's insane. The coolest part to me was there was a couple at the front of the line that they really spent the most time on talking to because they had like just gotten married or they were gonna get married Yeah, they were gonna get married, and there was another couple who it was their actual honeymoon.
Yeah.
But these two were gonna get married, and they were like Jimmy Kimmel goes, "Well, who's your favorite actor?" Because I guess they were gonna be like, "Oh, let's meet your favorite actor," because everyone's here.
Yeah.
But it's funny because she goes, "Who's your favorite actor?" And she looks, and Denzel Washington's sitting right there. She doesn't say Denzel Washington. She goes, "That man right there." And then it's Denzel.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Damn, that must be insane." Like I would like kill for an opportunity like that. Like ever. That's so freaking cool.
Yeah, man. I couldn't even imagine. I'd be flipping shit, man.
Oh yeah.
Just to walk onto the Oscars, just front row.
Yeah.
All these damn A-listers just staring at you.
Yeah, right.
Like, hey guys, I'm one of you now.
I found this part hilarious. They walk in, and I don't remember the exact actors, but there were actors in the front row.
Yeah.
And then there was also Keith Urban.
Okay.
And in the front row, and they were like, Jimmy Kimmel, when people were walking in, he was introducing every single actor.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, this is Emma Stone. Oh, this is Denzel. Oh, this is I don't know. This is so and so and so and so." Then he gets to Keith Urban. And he skips over Keith Urban and keeps
What?
And I think he was doing it to be funny, but I was laughing my ass off. It was so hilarious. Like he was like, "Oh, this is Emma Stone. This is Daniel Radcliffe. This is Ben Affleck. This is Matt Damon." Skips over Keith Urban. This is Denzel Washington.
Poor Keith.
Yeah, it was pretty hilarious. But
poor Keith. Poor country music in general.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And then they had that flub.
Flub, yep.
That was pretty funny.
Took the heat off of my man. Damn, I'm blanking on names.
Which one?
Steve Harvey.
Oh,
Took
yeah,
some of the heat away from him.
Not really, because Jimmy Kimmel blamed him.
Blamed Steve Harvey?
Yeah, because you didn't watch that part at all?
No, I didn't watch the Oscars.
So,
I saw the highlights.
So the director, they announced Best Picture of the Year. The gentleman, I forgot the actor's name, but the gentleman who was announcing it, he opened the card, and he looked kind of confused, and everyone thought he was like trying to build suspense.
Yeah.
But it turns out the card had said Emma Stone... Emma Stone, La La Land.
Uh-huh.
So that was the card from earlier in the show that was for Emma Stone winning an actress award for La La Land. Because it usually says the movie, and then it says the people who win the award. Like when it was makeup, it was like Suicide Squad,
Mm-hmm.
these people who did makeup.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he knew, like, that's why he was taking forever to say it.
Yeah,
the guy, because he was like, why does it just say Emma Stone? So he didn't want to say it, and the other lady who was up there took it from him, and she just read La La Land and said La La Land.
Yeah.
And then everyone from
No, she didn't take it from him. He
handed it to her.
You take the heat, all right? I'm gonna just bounce.
He's like, you take this shit. But he explained himself after. He's like, I was really confused because this is what it said, but we have the wrong card.
Mm-hmm.
But it sucked because they announced La La Land, the director and the producers, and everyone come up and they're all happy and shit. And like after the director talked, one of like the producers, somebody was talking.
Yeah.
And then you see in the background, Jimmy Kimmel and the other guy come up and they're like going like, "Hey, no, like,
yeah,
we got to stop." And it was funny because the producer goes like, "Oh, we lost, by the way," and then everyone's like, "What?" And then the director comes up and he goes, "No, there's been a mistake. Moonlight won Best Picture." And then he looks at the cast of Moonlight.
He goes, "Guys, come up. You guys won."
Yeah.
He's guys, seriously, come on.
Yeah, he's like, "No, this isn't a joke.
Yeah.
Get up here. Come on. Come on." It was just
so he was so angry, like secretly, but he was just so nice at the same time.
It was like
aggressively nice.
But you know what it was? It was funny because if he used the same tone and cadence to go like, "Hey, you're about to get a spanking." No, seriously.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. That's how he said it.
Yeah,
he was like,
it really is.
Moonlight won Best Picture. I'm not kidding. Come on. Get up
come
here. Yeah. So aggressive. But also, if he wasn't trying to be, because maybe I don't know the guy too well, I haven't seen him speak a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just him. If not, totally understand why he's going to be aggressive.
Oh yeah.
His world was like, I just had the biggest accomplishment of my life.
A fucking Oscar.
But no, I didn't.
An Oscar. Now we got to hand over my trophy myself.
Yeah, and then
oh my god, that's the pinnacle of entertainment.
Yeah, because but Jimmy Kimmel walked up and he goes, "I'm so sorry, guys. This is so unfortunate. Personally, I blame Steve Harvey."
Wow.
And everyone started laughing. But it was funny because Jimmy Kimmel was like, he tried to play it off like it was one of those things where like he didn't really know what to say.
Yeah.
But he was trying to figure out something to kind of make it like the mood different or whatever.
Right.
So he was like, "Oh man, I just wish we could give one to everybody." Like you know.
Yeah.
But the director, I gave him a lot of credit. The director of La La Land went, "No, I'm going to be very happy to hand this over to my friends from Moonlight." And I was like,
okay, man,
that's badass. That's good on him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, make a kind of a shitty situation into a good one.
Yeah, but they handled that really well. Yeah,
but it was funny because
I'm sorry. There's been a mistake. Poor Steve Harvey. That was it. That was all on him. That was all on him. Like, he couldn't make that any better. It was just him and that card.
Yeah, at least in this situation, the guy could go, "I was given the wrong card."
Yeah, he had him. It was him talking, and then he had the host to take some of the heat off of him, and then you know what I mean. It was just a number of people talking.
Yeah,
it was just Steve Harvey and that damn card and those crying models behind him.
Yep.
I'm sorry. There's been a mistake.
He said, "There's been a mistake." Right. He's not like, "I'm sorry, I fucked up."
I don't think he did mess up. I think it was on them.
I think it was on him because didn't he just read out the wrong name that was like second place?
But I think the card was like misprinted.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah, I don't want to get into the ins and outs because I don't know, but it was
because I know when I made those cards, I printed it correctly, so it couldn't have been on us.
But no, what was interesting was the guys from Moonlight, when it hit them that they had actually won. They were like all crying and shit, and they were just like, they were so excited. But I was like, that's great.
I have not seen Moonlight. I haven't even heard of it till the Oscars, man.
But you know what? I feel like those Oscar bait movies, as people call them,
the
movies that are made just to be artsy and just to be done a certain way.
Oh, you mean cinema?
Well, but movies that are made specifically to win Oscars.
Yeah.
Because there are movies that are made like that with that intention, like just to make a great film, a great experience. Not even that; it's just making a great film.
I think it's just making a great film.
I think it's making a great, but you always know that when you're making a great film, you're gonna be nominated for, or there's potentially you're gonna try to get an Oscar because
that's what your mindset should be. Because it's either that or money.
Yeah, well, because like I think of it this way, Marvel movies are not looking to make Oscars; they're looking to make money,
right?
And they do what's gonna work. That's why every Marvel movie is the same exact shit. That's why every Transformers movie is the same exact shit.
But imagine
that's why every Fast and the Furious, like everything, is
the
same shit. So, but when you transcend that level, and you go, I'm not worried about making money. I'm not worried about making a franchise. I'm gonna make this movie for like $100 million, and I'm gonna have the best costume designers, the best script, the best this and that.
Yeah.
You understand at that point that you are transcending making a movie and you are making a film.
Yeah.
There's a big difference between a movie and a film.
Yeah.
A movie is entertainment. A film is experience.
Big time.
And when you can experience it, that's when you transcend into we're making something special.
Mm-hmm.
And
but it can be done. It can be done, and I think it should be done. Because look at Lord of the Rings. Didn't Lord of the Rings win an Oscar?
I don't know for sure. Maybe look that up. But I feel like they were at least nominated.
What I'm saying is comedies win Oscars, dramas win Oscars, scary movies win Oscars. Mm-hmm. It's just the quality of content that you create. You know what I'm saying? I can't imagine the reason why you would want to create a movie just for film, knowing that that movie could have the same effect on people, but it'd be a higher quality film. You know what I'm saying?
Well, but I think it's that when you make a good film, you are making a good film for the film aficionado.
Okay.
Not everyone's going to go see Moonlight. Not everyone's going to go see La La Land.
Right.
So Marvel and Fox and Paramount, they're not looking to make the artsiest movie.
Right.
They're looking to make what's going to get butts in seats.
Right.
To make money, to keep going, to be bigger. That's what their goal is. Moonlight was looking to make a great movie. And they know they're not going to make a lot of money on it or off of it. That's why they don't spend a lot of money on it. They're really award-based movies.
Right.
But also, I feel like all those movies make their money after the Oscars. Mm-hmm. Because I walked away going...
Oh, big time.
Yeah,
big time.
I walked away like, oh, I need to rent Moonlight. I want to see Hacksaw Ridge.
Right.
I want to see La La Land. I want to see... I can't remember what the other one was, but there's the one I really want to see was with...
Moana?
No, I saw Moana. But it was with Jeff Bridges and Chris Pine, and like they're robbing a bank. They're in like the country. It looks like.
Whatever. Oh yeah, okay. I know what you're talking about.
I want to see that. I can't remember what it's called. I have to look it up.
Right.
But that one in particular, I really want to see.
Yeah.
But there's just a lot of movies that I feel like you see it in the Oscars, and then you're like, I want to watch that now.
Yeah.
But honestly, now I'm thinking about it.
But look at movies like okay, so look at movies that do try to make money.
Yeah.
Like you said, Marvel, for example. Now take Marvel and imagine if they tried to make a movie that would win an Oscar. And they did. Captain America Civil War, arguably one of the best Marvel movie ever made. You know
I
what I'm saying?
say Winter Soldier is better.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Winter Soldier.
Okay, I was about to
Winter Soldier.
Yeah. Yeah, but
it was nominated for an Oscar. You know what I'm saying? It was nominated for something with design or something like that.
Okay, but still, it's nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and I think, but also for them, I don't think they were trying to make an Oscar movie like you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
They were trying to make a good film, and they did.
Yeah.
And it transcended.
But they have it.
Anything.
The fact that they have Captain America in that title, I mean, they got the money right there.
Yeah.
Batman, the whole Batman series, in my opinion, that shit was Oscar worthy.
The Christopher Nolan?
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like the Dark Knight one's
The Dark Knight.
It had to have, because that movie's way too good.
They're going to get asses in seats. They're going to get the money because they have Batman in the name. Now, all you got to do is take that and make a badass, non-formulaic movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what, though?
What's up?
This might just kind of be the fanboy in me, but from what I've been reading, Logan is apparently...
You see?
Outstanding. I haven't seen it. I'm going to see it on Thursday, but from the reviews that are coming out from all the critics, not one bad review. Everything
insane.
Everything is coming out going, it is different from the superhero genre. It's not a superhero movie. It's a movie about someone with superpowers that is outstanding.
Yeah.
And there's already apparently like mumblings of like potentially that's like that's an award movie. Like that's a movie that is a superhero movie that is potentially going to be a contender for those awards, whether it be the Oscars or whatever. But like I said, I think it just from critics and people who have seen it early, it has like a 90 something on Rotten Tomatoes.
That is unheard of.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And
pulling Saving Private Ryan numbers.
But I am beyond excited because that one was actually made with a lesser budget.
Ooh, okay.
Because
it's always the movies with the lesser budgets that really...
Yeah, well, the same with Deadpool. Deadpool was made at a lesser budget because it was rated R. And the studios do that to compensate because they understand, well, we don't want to invest that much money into it because not a lot of people are going to come see it because we're alienating like 70-something% of our audience or 60-something, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Because they can't go without adults.
Yeah.
And a big majority of audience for any movie are... the kids and young adults who go to the movies on the weekends and dates and all that kind of shit.
Right.
Because even us, that's what we did.
Yeah,
yeah.
And then notice how these movies that do, generally try to aim to make money, notice how they're all franchises, right? But there's always that one movie that breaks the mold. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't stick to that formula that they've been sticking to in that franchise. Mm-hmm. So that'd be Dark Knight Rises. That was different from every scene. Not Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight. Just
the Dark Knight. Yeah. That's different from every Batman movie they ever made. Captain America. Just a standalone Captain America movie.
Oh, yeah.
But it broke the mold and it did so damn good.
I remember
Deadpool.
That Captain... Yeah. But that Captain America movie in particular, Captain America the Winter Soldier, the second one in the Captain America franchise, that one was the movie that made me want to cosplay as Captain America, made me want to read more about Captain America.
You could say that movie changed your life.
Yeah, I think it did. Because,
time.
That's what got me into the cosplaying. That's what got me into really liking Captain America. Because it transcended being a superhero movie to being something real.
Yeah.
Like, it had stakes. It had real stakes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you felt like you understood what these characters were going through.
Yeah.
You were like, God, it was just... I don't know how to explain it other than, like I said, it's an experience.
Mm-hmm.
You see it. You feel the weight of it. You feel the impact of it.
Yeah.
The music is outstanding. The action is amazing. And it just provides you with characters that you give a shit about.
The story is completely different.
Exactly. And because in Captain America Civil War... Or, I'm sorry, I keep getting those mixed up. But in Captain America Winter Soldier, I cared about every single character.
Yeah.
I cared about Falcon and Black Widow and the people who worked at the museum and the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents and all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
I cared about every single one of them.
Yeah, man.
You can't say the same for a lot of movies. A
No.
lot of movies have characters that are just throwaway characters. I would argue and say no character at all in Captain America is a throwaway character. Everyone is completely, perfectly utilized in an amazing way. But like I said, Logan, I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, man.
I feel Logan and Justice League are my most because I'm a nerd, but those are my most anticipated movies of this year.
Okay.
So Logan, I think, is, from what I've heard about it, this could potentially be like the superhero movie of the year. I know we still have Justice League and a lot of other superhero movies, but Logan apparently is transcending everything else.
Yeah, they ain't touching Logan, man.
Yeah,
none of that shit's touching.
I like how I hadn't even see. But the thing is that you kind of have to know it's going to be good when reviews are coming out that are like it's immaculate. But you know what though?
What's up?
Most movies, like when I read the reviews for Captain America: Civil War, they're like, "Oh, it's awesome," and I'm like, "Oh, I'm excited." So I hyped myself up more, and I was afraid of. Personally, I was afraid of because people hype up a film.
Yeah.
So then you get super hype, and you're like, "Oh, my expectations are so high now."
With anything, yeah.
Yeah, and then you do it, and because people hyped it up for you, it's great, but it's not as good. It's not as amazing as you thought.
Yeah.
Because you built up this thing in your head.
Yeah, as opposed to them who just went in with an open mind, not knowing what to expect.
Yeah.
Possibly hoping for or expecting something bad and not getting something bad, and just overhyping that. For me, I'm reading all this stuff about Logan about it's amazing, and for me, I don't feel like that's going to be the case because of what they say about the movie. Is like it's a good movie, it's grounded, it has great action, and it has great character moments, and that makes the movie incredible. And I'm like, well, I can't spoil the action for it because I haven't seen it yet. Right.
And you can't spoil the character because no one can tell you about the character moments and spoil it for you.
Yeah.
You have to feel those moments.
Yeah,
so for me, I'm like, I don't care how much people are hyping up for it. If I know those are the two things I'm going to get the most of, then hell yeah, I'm going to get a great story with great characters and I'm going to get killer action.
What else can you ask for in an action movie?
Yeah, but not just that. Apparently, it's transcending the action. Like, the action means something. According to what I've seen from, the directors and stuff, because like I said, it's my most anticipated, so I'm following it a lot. The directors are like, yeah, none of the action happens and just happens. All of it has a very specific reason that it happens. Every single thing. And it's just the passion all these people have for it, the passion Hugh Jackman has for it, the directors, Patrick Stewart, all of them. I'm just so excited for it.
Man.
So tomorrow, and me and Willie have actually been watching. Willie's my younger brother. We've been marathoning all of the X-Men movies with Wolverine.
How's that going?
Pretty good. We have 2 more left.
Okay.
We did it in chronological order, like how they're supposed to happen.
Yeah.
So we did X-Men Origins Wolverine, which is garbage. X-Men 1 and 2, X-Men 3 is normally the one that everyone says is really bad.
Uh-huh.
But if you watch it like right after you've watched X-Men 1 and 2, it's actually really great.
Okay.
Like if you watch it in context with everything, it's great. If you watch it by itself, terrible.
Okay.
Because it does kind of piggyback off of the character development and motivations from the other films. So we've done those. All 4 of those, and we still need to watch The Wolverine, which takes place after X-Men 3,
mm-hmm.
and then we're going to watch X-Men Days of Future Past, which is the last one we're going to do.
I love that one.
It's awesome. We're skipping Apocalypse. Technically, Wolverine is an Apocalypse, but he's in it for like 40 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's barely in it, so I'm like, I'm not going to watch the whole movie.
Don't waste your time.
Yeah, to do that. So we're trying to watch the Wolverine kind of based movies.
Yeah, actually, this weekend on the train, I watched Hacksaw Ridge.
Oh, how was that?
It was good, man. It was good. My dad overhyped it for me.
Did he?
It was an amazing movie. Don't get me wrong, but he had that kind of like what I was saying earlier, where he kind of went in with an open mind, not knowing what to expect.
Yeah, and then he kind of put you kind of had a predisposition of what you were gonna get.
Like he said, it was comparable to like Saving Private Ryan. And for those of you who know me, I love Saving Private Ryan. They show that movie in the World War II Museum because of how realistic it is.
Yeah,
they're considering it a historic piece.
Yeah.
So that movie's amazing. But it's an amazing movie, Hacksaw Ridge, but it's not comparable to Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
Lone Survivor, yeah. Saving Private Ryan, no.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man. What's that dude's name? He plays Spider-Man.
Tobey Maguire.
Yes, he was amazing. They do this dynamic as hell.
Whoa, no, not Tobey Maguire. You're talking about Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, Andrew Garfield.
Sorry, I was thinking about the original.
No,
Spider-Man.
like that doesn't sound right. But,
yeah, no, Andrew Garfield is the new one. Yeah, I heard
was
he was
really good,
man.
One. His accent. And such a good movie. Such a good movie.
Really. It's crazy to hear him talk in any accent because he actually has he's like English or British or something.
I thought so.
Like he has a thick accent, like, and even the new Spider-Man, Tom Holland, he talks like that too.
Really?
Yeah, I think Tobey Maguire is the only one who didn't have an accent.
Yeah.
Because he was American. I'm Get these damn Englishmen out of here.
Taking our jobs.
Damn Japs.
Taking our acting jobs.
Taking our acting jobs.
But
it's terrible. I want Tom Holland out of here.
Awesome movie, man.
And Spider-Man will now be played by Hugh Jackman. Sir, he's Australian. Get him out of here.
All right. Damn. But
yeah. I read, kind of going off the Logan thing, because Logan is supposed to be Hugh Jackman's last movie as Wolverine, ever. This is his last one.
Then probably last movie, right? Because he's going to theater or something like that.
I don't
focus on theater or something.
I've read something that he wants to do that, but he's kind of like keeping his options open. He's not really restricting himself to anything.
Okay.
But from what I read, but this is his last one, and I just lost my thought. Oh, it's his last one, and he was talking about, I think it was on not Jimmy Kimmel, the other guy, the really awkward late night guy. Fallon, there you go. He was on Jimmy Fallon, and he was mentioning to Jimmy Fallon how Jerry Seinfeld actually kind of pushed him towards stopping doing Wolverine.
Wow, that's so weird.
Yeah, right? Because they're friends, and it's crazy to think about someone like Hugh Jackman, friends with. We're like, hey, get over here.
I can imagine that.
But I can't. I just imagine Wolverine beating the shit out of Jerry Seinfeld.
No, I mean, he's not Wolverine in real life. So,
I know, but that's what I see him as.
Yeah.
This is kind of going off topic for a minute, but Tyler, Tyler Gernalt, shout out. But Tyler, when we were in school, Les Mis had come out, Les Miserables. And when Les Mis came out, he went to go see it, and Hugh Jackman is the main character in that movie. And he sings a lot and does all this stuff. And Tyler was like, I hated it. Like, Les Mis is an amazing film, especially if you're a theater nerd.
Yeah.
But Tyler comes in, he goes, I hated it, couldn't stand it. And I was like, why? He goes, because Wolverine's singing the whole time. I can't see him as nothing else. And I was like, I get that, yeah.
Yeah.
But back to what I was saying about Jerry Seinfeld. Hugh Jackman asked him, like, well, why did you stop Seinfeld when you did? Like, why did you all stop the show when it was so popular? And Jerry Seinfeld was like, well, you get to a point, and you go off on a high note and you stop when you've reached the top and you've given them everything that they want, and then you stop.
Yeah.
So you don't fizzle out.
Right.
So it's like a Kurt Cobain thing or a Jimi Hendrix thing, where they ended up dying.
Or Tupac or Biggie.
Yeah, where they end up unfortunately passing away at the peak of their career.
Yeah.
But then that's why they're always at their peak.
That's where they stay.
Because
just like a kid who dies at 12, like he will always be 12.
Yeah, I'm not saying use a shotgun or anything, but that's just what happens.
Right.
Because
I mean, it's inevitable.
Like Selena, like all the Mexicans are gonna hate me. Don't think Selena would have been nearly as popular as people claim.
Hell no.
Like everyone's all like she was gonna be the next Paula Abdul, and she was gonna be J-Lo.
And that's for a lot of people, man. I think I've said this to my sister plenty of times. Some of you might think it's blasphemous, but whatever. I think Pac and Biggie, if they were still alive, they'd be on some VH1 reality show following their kids with their crazy antics, like every other legend in the 90s. You know what I mean?
Or they'd have like their own show. I'm looking for the next young upcoming talent.
Yes, dude. Why? Because why not? Why not? That's the road that we all take. I've chosen
these 8 kids, and they're gonna battle to the death for the next 9 weeks to see who's gonna record with my label. All right. This is Biggie, and you're watching Make It Big.
Oh no!
Yeah, Biggie's gonna have to buy it from me now. Big. Come on, get out of there. Give him a shovel. Get him up here.
God, but you know that's what's gonna happen. That's the avenue, man.
Yeah, I know. But that was his advice to Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
And Hugh Jackman was like, you know what? Everyone loved the last few movies I did as Wolverine.
You fucking said that.
Well, that's what it is. That's what it is.
I know.
Biggie, and you're watching
Make It Big. Featuring Tupac.
Yeah, and then it backs out, and then it goes boom, 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 boom. Like, it plays some shit,
right?
And then it has like Biggie, where like he's crossing his arms, and it says like Biggie, and then it has
all
his producers,
kids and shit, right?
Yeah,
all his kids around him.
Yeah, and then at the end, like they're in the really bad green screen where it backs up, and it says "Make It Big" with Biggie in the middle, and like 8 kids standing behind him, and then every week like one of the kids is missing because they're all getting voted off slowly.
Oh God, right? You know what's okay? Anyway. That's hilarious, man.
I gotta
no
go
one's
back
immune
in
to
time
that.
and sell that to Biggie.
Seriously. But no one's immune to that, man. That avenue, man. Flavor Flav.
Oh, yeah.
Who else? P. Diddy had a reality show. It's crazy. Reality show is the sickness of Hollywood.
Oh,
reality shows are the AIDS of Hollywood careers, man.
Yeah.
It is so sad, man. Like, you can tell when someone's burning out based on their choice of doing a reality show.
Yeah, in 2 years, it's going to be Eminem. I'm Eminem, and you're watching Your One Shot. Anyway, so but Hugh Jackman said he went home and he told his wife, like, yeah, I've decided this is gonna be my last Wolverine movie. Gonna give the fans exactly what they want one last time. Do the full R rating and give them full Wolverine.
Yeah.
And then the wife was like, okay. And apparently, according to Hugh Jackman, that night he went to sleep. He woke up at like 4 a.m. and he did like a voice memo of the story he had just thought of.
Okay.
Of what to do with the last Wolverine film. And he did a voice memo, got with the director and everything, and yeah. Mm-hmm. Remember the first trailer for Logan that I showed you? The really great one with the Johnny Cash song?
Yeah.
I didn't know this, but the director, James Mangold, he directed Walk the Line, which is the Johnny Cash biofilm.
Yeah.
I just thought that was super interesting. That he did Walk the Line, and then he kind of, as a little nod, did Hurt by Johnny Cash, and Johnny Cash's version of Hurt in the Logan trailer.
That's interesting, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of interesting.
What's up?
My weekend.
Oh, yeah. That I asked you about 30 minutes ago.
God, my mom is insane. So my mom lives in Houston.
Yeah.
And I go visit her as often as I can. I love it in Houston.
Also, the other thing that came out of your weekend was a great picture that your mom shared on Facebook of you. Yeah, Eman's mom shared a picture on Facebook that I had the absolute privilege of seeing. And it was her and Eman. I guess they were riding bikes. Is that what you were doing?
Yeah, riding bikes downtown Houston.
They're riding bikes downtown Houston, and in this picture, Eman is shirtless.
It's on my Twitter if you guys want to go see it.
And yeah, it'll probably also be the thumbnail now that I'm thinking about it. It'll be like you shirtless with,
and then you just put your face over my mom's face.
Yeah. Now I'm just gonna put my face on like each of your abs.
Right.
But go ahead. So what do you think?
No, my mom is insane, man. So my mom, I think, so I get my craziness definitely from her, man. I think I get my craziness from her, my work ethic from my dad.
You're saying your mom has bad work ethic?
No.
I'll tell her.
It's just two extremes. No, but my mom, she's like super ADD and all these crazy activities, right?
Yeah.
And so she lives in Houston, and so she decided something happened to her, and it made her want to take a self-defense class. So now she's doing Krav Maga on top of her other crazy ass 50 activities she does.
Krav Maga.
Krav Maga.
Krav Maga.
Which is a form of martial arts, right? It's like what Captain America does in the movies, with the crazy disarming the knife, yada yada yada, kicking crazy.
Gotcha.
So she does that now. Krav Maga.
Krav Maga.
Shut up. So she does that now.
Krav Maga.
And so she's been learning some new moves.
Socks.
God damn it. Come on.
Okay, sorry.
I know you're going to say it again when I start talking. I see that damn smirk on your face.
No, I'm not.
Oh, my God.
Go ahead.
So she's been...
Pop. Okay, that was the last one. Go ahead.
So she's been learning new moves in Krav Maga. And she doesn't spar. She can't spar. And so...
Because she has no one to spar with?
Right.
Okay.
And they just don't really spar in that class. Mm-hmm. So I told her, hey, I used to box. I'll just come down there and you could just beat up on me, practice your new moves. So I get there, and the first thing we do, we eat at a restaurant, we get home, and we start sparring. I sparred my damn mom in the living room of her apartment, and it was hilarious. She was trying to take my damn head off.
Did she take your head off?
She took it off, man. She took
Sexy.
it off, right? No, but and then the way I got there was train.
Oh yeah.
That was interesting. So the ride to absolutely fucking sucked. I hated it.
Why?
But the ride back was great. But the ride to
you always take the ride to though.
What?
You do it pretty avidly, don't you? Like that's a normal train ride.
Not via train. That's my first time riding the train.
I thought you had ridden the train before.
That was my first time ever riding the train.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the ride to was terrible. So round trip came out to $72.
Round trip.
Okay,
yeah, that's not too bad.
No, so the ride there, I get on the train, my first time ever on a train, right? And it was cool as hell, man. It was like some authentic Polar Express shit. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to my seat, got all my luggage, I'm all happy.
You have a specific seat?
Yeah, I've got a seat. But the thing is, they let you move around depending on how full the train is. If you see it in BC, you can go sit there. But so I get to my seat, right? And I get there, and as I'm coming up on the seat, there's this kid. There's this kid there. Looked about my age.
He looks at you and he goes, "The best time of the year."
I start singing Polar Express. He's a white kid. He kind of resembled the main character from Polar Express. God. Really odd.
He had a hole in his damn it, what is
his pocket, right?
Hole in his robe.
No, but he's like sleeping. And he's leaning on the window of his seat. He has a window seat. His head is leaning on the window, and his feet are in my seat. So I gotta wake this kid up and like, hey, I gotta sit here. And so he's like, oh, okay, man, my bad. And so I sit there, and then I start smelling this weird ass cheese scent.
His feet?
No, something was smelling like cheese and ass cheeks. Right? It was
same thing.
Terrible.
So what was it?
It was him.
Oh, just him as a person.
As a person, he just smells so fucking bad. So bad, dude. And I was like, God damn, I gotta sit next to this kid 4 hours. I'm literally gonna vomit. So the whole time, like an hour into the ride, I'm leaning like onto the aisle because I have an aisle seat. So my whole body is leaning over the armrest onto the aisle away from this kid who's just kind of staring at me awkwardly. I'm like, sorry, dude, you fucking stink. And so eventually I just get up and I move seats. So I sat. The only seat that was available was the seat directly behind us. So I sat there. But the thing is,
you can still smell him?
The AC is blowing at him. So that means the excess air.
You're getting all the extra waft.
I'm getting the waft. I'm getting the damn waft for this kid, bro. Oh my god. Okay, guys, to give you a reference of how bad he smelled, I feel so bad, man, because maybe he was homeless or something.
He can afford a train ticket.
That's not expensive at all. Save up
$70.
Well, no, that's
for a homeless person.
But you don't know if he's going round trip or not.
Oh, he's gonna.
But he had a phone. And he was watching movies on his damn phone.
Oh, well, shut up.
He could afford some goddamn deodorant. What am I saying?
I know.
What am I saying?
I like how you made a case for him and tore down your own case. You're the worst lawyer in the world.
All right.
Yeah, my client is innocent. He has an alibi and everything. But actually, his friend Trevor, he's a known liar. Movement to dismiss.
All right. No, but fuck. What was I saying?
About the kid. He smelled terrible. You're behind him.
To give you a reference of how bad this kid stinks, I want you guys to get a jar of mozzarella cheese, fill up the jar halfway with mozzarella cheese, then shit in that jar, and leave it in the hot Texas heat for about a week. At the end of that week, piss in the jar, leave it there for another week, and then smell the jar. That's kind of what he. I'm being kind of nice here because even that couldn't match the scent.
And do. Thank you for tuning in to Home Recipes with Eman this week. Come back next week for Foot in a Jar.
That's kind of how he smelled, man. And I mean, God bless his soul. I hope it wasn't like down on his luck or something. I hope it wasn't homeless. But yeah, it was terrible.
He had a phone and he was streaming movies.
I know, but I don't know his situation.
That's easily like a $400 expense.
I don't know his situation though.
Go ahead.
But he had nice clothes on too. Fuck that kid, man.
Hey, Mom, you're tearing down your argument more and more. You're like, maybe he was homeless and he just happened to find a phone with a Netflix account and all the American Eagle he was wearing, a North Face jacket.
No, but if you're gonna be in a train, maybe
he's a famous rugby player
who just couldn't take a shower. He missed shower practice.
Maybe he was shower practice.
He missed shower after practice.
Like, all right, boys, get ready. Lift the soap under the armpits, Jimmy, you're lacking.
Go, lather.
Oh, Johnny dropped his soap. Everyone, dog pile.
But no, and then, so I'm sitting there, right, and I kind of made I kind of filmed the trip on my camera. I have a T3i with a nice mic. It's a pretty nice setup, right?
And you're catching the waft this whole time,
right? You just see a mist. Just
picked up by the camera. Like in like Ed and Eddie and shit, where like you have the green
ooze.
Yeah. Green streaks coming back.
No, but it's sitting on the front table. So there's a fold out table from the seat in front of you.
Like a plane, kind of.
Yeah, just like a plane.
Yeah.
And so I had my camera sitting on the train.
Quick question.
What's up?
Is this the only area you're able to be the whole time on the train?
No.
Like, could you have gone to like an area where you could have eaten or got?
Yeah,
food?
they have restaurants and shit. They had a snack bar. Yeah.
Yeah. Why didn't you just move?
I had a lot of stuff with me.
Like,
your luggage. It wouldn't have been easy.
Yeah, I got you.
So I just had my shirt over my nose the whole time.
What you could have done is you could have put your stuff next to the guy. Nobody would have stolen it.
Then I would have got my stuff at the end of the trip and it would have been melted. No, but
I would have been ooze. Go ahead.
Radioactive ooze. So it's sitting on the fold out table in front of me. And I'm cruising on the train. Life is good. I'm kind of enjoying it. You know what I mean? Every now and then I catch a whop of this dude and sort of fucks up my mood. But all in all, things are great. I'm an optimist. And so as I'm riding, I see this skinny guy, black guy, right? Skinny, about my height. Cornrows, a do-rag on, sunglasses, dressed in baggy-ass clothes, right? And he walks from a different cabin. I guess he moved seats. So he walks from a different cabin to my cabin. And he has his stuff. And he puts his stuff above seat 5, which is a seat that's kind of directly behind mine. And he sits there, right? And so he's sitting there and he has his headphones in. And for some reason, this dude just gave me a really weird-ass vibe, right? Really weird-ass vibe.
Yeah.
And so he's sitting there and he's jamming to his headphones. And then all of a sudden he goes, "Aha! Texas, loud as hell!" And he keeps saying, "Aha! Texas, loud as shit, man!" And
like a Texas.
Yeah, he's doing that with his headphones in,
God.
and everyone, like all the innocent white folks, looking at him like, "What the hell's going on?"
All the innocent white folks.
All the poor little white folks.
Like,
what's this guy doing?
Yeah.
What's this guy doing? No, but
Oh my God, is he saying Texas? Is that
what's going on?
Is that his gang?
Right? No, but he's saying, "Ha! Texas!" And so I'm like, this guy's a fucking weirdo. And so as he's doing that,
out of his other cabin,
right? He must have got right in his other cabin. Ha! Illinois. No, but so he's saying that shit, and I'm watching him, right, along with everybody else in the cabin, and I'm watching him, and it's like something out of a goddamn horror movie. because this guy's going, ha, Texas, and he has his shades on, so I can't see his eyes. But for some reason, his head turned towards me, right? And he catches my camera. So I'm like, God damn, I'm about to have to fight Snoop Dogg on this train for my damn camera. The guy resembles Snoop Dogg, by the way.
So he was high as shit.
No, he just looked like Snoop Dogg. Tall, skinny dude, cornrow.
He looking like Snoop Dogg.
So I'm like, fuck, I gotta fight Snoop Dogg. He's gonna try to jack my damn camera. And so I'm like, if I just turn, maybe he'll turn, and he'll just go away. Like if I ignore the monster, if I ignore the monster for long enough, maybe he'll just leave me alone. And so I turn,
put my leg back under the blanket.
So I turn, and I'm on my phone, right? And then I have my headphones in, and so I see this figure, this silhouette, stand over my seat, right? Standing over my seat. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man? So I take my camera and I place it in my lap. I'm getting ready to throw down on this damn train.
I like how you like you don't say anything. You're just ready to fucking fight like you're a Neanderthal.
Yeah, this dude's not mentally sane and he's standing over me on a crowded ass train. What the hell do you want? Yeah, you better get ready to fight. And so I look up at this guy slowly, and he was the nicest guy ever. He's like, oh, that's a nice ass camera, man. What's that? I was like, oh, it's a T3i. He's like, oh yeah, man, you shoot for a studio or anything? And he's like having a casual conversation. He's from LA. He's coming to Houston. I think he's visiting family or something like that. But then it got really weird because he's like, yeah, man, you know, I also do, you know, some videography. I shoot music videos. I shot about 30 so far. And I was like, oh, sweet, man. And like he's like, you know what, man, you should subscribe to my YouTube channel. And so he pulls up his YouTube channel. And the content just looks really weird. It's like weird ass anime shit, right?
Do you still have it?
Maybe. I'll show you later if I do.
Yeah.
So he pulls it up, but it's like a channel that it's a pay-per-view YouTube channel. So in order to subscribe, you have to pay. You have to pay the channel to subscribe. I've never heard of this in my life.
You can do that?
I guess you can. He can.
Crazy.
He harassed the craze of
8
YouTube.
subscribers, prepare to pay out of pocket, bitch. No, you're gonna be paying for this entertainment next week at this time. I had no idea you could do that.
I guess you can. And so I pull up his channel and I get to that part where it says subscribe, pay $1.99. It's only $1.99. And he's like standing over my shoulder still. I'm like, oh man, that's pretty sweet. And he's like, yeah, man, you know, just do what you do. And like, I guess he just wants me to pay for the damn channel right in front of him. And he's like, yeah, man, just do what you do. And it was just awkward ass silence. And he goes, oh, you don't speak? Fuck it then. And he like fist bumps me and he walks away.
He said, you don't speak?
You don't speak. Like, you don't say nothing? Fuck it then. I was like, what the hell just happened? And he sits down.
Right behind you.
Right behind me.
That's so awkward.
Fucking awkward, man. So awkward. Yeah. And probably like an hour and a half after that, the train ride was over. And then they lost my damn luggage.
How? It was over your ass.
No, I checked in.
I'm so mad at you right now.
No, I checked in one of the bags.
Is that why you didn't have any shirts in the photo?
That's why I'm shirtless.
That's why you're shirtless in that photo on Facebook. I'm like, they lost my luggage.
I just got back from church and shit. No.
You know that the only suitcase that was left was the one with my shorts. No, I had shirts on the train. I had shorts on and a shirt, but the shirt got melted from the damn sit from the odor. So I was fucking naked. I was naked. Terrible. Don't ride the train. Don't ride the train. The clothes were just falling off.
They just evaporated. And the shorts were fucking sweatpants. That's all that was left. Oh my god. Oh, don't ride the train, people. Don't ride the fucking train. Okay, no. So one of the
you got your shirts back. What did you do?
Oh god.
Oh god, probably the ugliest laugh on like recorded. Oh god.
I'm saying, right?
Oh shit. Okay.
No, but they lost my luggage because I had 2 bags. I had one bag that had my laptop and my camera, all my camera shit in there. So I wanted to hold on to that bag. Cause
no, Snoop stole it. I'm kidding.
Right, no, like,
Snoop's. You ain't gonna subscribe. I'm gonna take your shirts.
Oh god, but and then the pack the bag with my clothes in it was a big ass bag, so I checked that one in, and they lost that bag. So I was there for a good extra half an hour for them to find the bag, and it was just a mess. But I mean, that's all the bad shit that happened. I got it. So I mean, that's all the bad shit that happened. But all in all, despite all that shit, man, the train was so fun, especially the ride back. That was beautiful.
I hope Serena doesn't listen to this podcast.
Why? That laugh? She gonna break up with you?
No. I've been trying to talk her into taking a ride on the train sometime. And I don't want her to be deterred because she's that person who, we go to the movie theater, we're sitting next to someone she doesn't know. Mm-hmm. I'm the one who's sitting next to them, and she's sitting in whatever seat isn't.
Yeah.
You know, we kind of do like, she doesn't like sitting next to other people.
No, man, it's a good setup. It's a good setup because, I mean, one, the train is naturally empty. Like,
honestly,
the ride...
I'm pretty sure what would happen, though, is we get there, we probably check most of our stuff, and we probably just go eat. Like, honestly, that's probably what would end up happening. You can literally...
They put you in a cabin. Let's say you don't like the cabin. You can get up, and as long as the cabin is still within the tickets you paid for, like the class you paid for, you can just sit wherever you want. And the cabins are pretty empty. Nobody really rides the train. Like the ride back, I sat by myself.
That's Gucci.
It was amazing, dog. It was cool. And that's the cheapest ticket. I bought the cheapest ticket. Don't buy the cheapest ticket if you want a pleasant experience, a guaranteed pleasant experience. You can get your own room and shit. They have a restaurant. They serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
I'm assuming that's like different paying. You gotta do ahead of time, or
no? It's a damn restaurant.
You could have gone to it with your.
Get your ass up and just go sit at the restaurant. It was amazing.
Yeah. So, but they actually had like bedrooms and like rooms and shit on the plane.
Yeah, a snack bar.
On the train.
Yeah, they had a snack bar.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
That's like
awesome.
I want to do that so bad. And I've told Serena that.
She's worried though, huh?
That no, she's not worried. It's just that kind of thing might deter her. But dude, like. One of my things, I think probably since I saw the Polar Express, has been like, I want to ride on a train so bad. So like, I'll do the ride to Houston, but what I want to do is like, I don't know, go like to California or someplace where we'll be on the train for like, I don't know if I want to be on the train for like 2 to 3 days.
Do it. Do it.
Do you think it'd be fine? I mean, if you have a room and shit.
Especially that. But when you're doing those long ass routes, it's a tourist attraction. They stop at really touristy, scenic areas. You know what I'm saying? They make the experience pleasant. You're not going to be stuck on a train for 3 days.
See, that's my thing. I was telling Serena that you know, I think that would be the trip.
Yeah.
Like just to go on the train.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Get on the train.
Cheaper than a plane ticket.
Get to where we need to be, eat, and then come back.
Yeah.
Just get back on the train.
Spend a day hanging out at your destination and get back on the train.
Yeah, because that's my thing. Like I love the idea of the train and everything.
Yeah, and it's so simple. You got $30 in your pocket, $36. We can go to Los Angeles right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's so cool, man.
Yeah, that's so badass. I really want to do it. I just have to figure out costs because I know we'd probably want to do like the room and shit and just. Because even if you're just hanging out, like laying down or on your phone or some shit, if you're just looking out a window and just all the cool shit you're passing by.
Yeah.
That's so fucking cool.
That's some shit that's like. I was talking to my mom on the while in Houston with her, and we were talking. I don't know why. I just saw somebody on a bicycle. They have a really huge fitness scene in Houston, and there's somebody riding a bike. And I was like, man, it's so weird. Bicycles are so. The technology is so old, but it's something that will never go away. You know what I mean? And I feel like trains. They're not going to go away. You know what I mean? It's like a piece of ancient history. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's something that like our grandparents experienced that we are still able to experience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think there are things that are just like that. Like,
they're their own experience. You know what I'm saying?
Because even like radio, you could
drive-in theaters, perfect example.
Yeah, exactly. But there's always going to be them somewhere. Yeah. But even like radios, we don't really need radios anymore. No. But it's something that we're always going to have.
Yeah.
I think, and then even like. I don't know, even the things like, I don't know. I think even like pictures in your house, you shouldn't even need anymore because everything's online.
Yeah.
But it's just something people do. People want to, they're just those things that are left over.
Right.
That people don't want to get rid of. Like a perfect example, and I think I mentioned this to you before, but like Batman and Superman.
Yeah.
When they were made, they have their underwears.
Oh, right.
Over their
pants.
This
is so interesting, yeah.
Yeah. So when Batman and Superman were made, initially they have the underwear over their pants.
Yeah.
And then like. Alrighty, guys. We had a brief interruption in the podcast, so we are gonna finish up real quick. But yeah, just kind of finish my thought. it was that superheroes, like Batman and Superman, when they were first made, they have the underwear outside of their pants. And the reason for that was because at the time, they wanted superheroes to be seen as strong. And the way to do that was by making them relatable to something that people knew. And at the time, that was strongmen, like from the circus. And strongmen wore the underwear outside of their pants.
Yeah.
And so the fact that Batman and Superman, up until like the past 5 years or so, still had the underwear outside of their pants was completely a cultural leftover from the time that they were invented. So I always just found that super interesting.
That's really cool, man.
Yeah.
Like, it withstood the test of time.
Yeah.
I see why that saying is so popular now.
Yeah. No, but it was just, like I said, like we were talking about before, there's certain societal things that are essentially just left over from I guess, a time before, or something that, I don't know. I guess certain things just work, I guess.
Yeah.
And no matter what, people still keep them around. Like even fans. We shouldn't need fans anymore. We have AC, but fans are still a thing.
Oh, and I was telling her about another reason, or another thing that really relates to that is I was looking at the skyline at the train station with her. I was waiting at the train station for my train to come. And I was looking at the skyline, and I was looking at those tall-ass, mainly glass, skyrise buildings they have in Houston. And I was saying, why do people still have to dangle off the side of those buildings to clean the window? You think they have some sort of like self-cleaning window, or you know what I'm saying? Some sort of technology.
Yeah,
it just
or the window, or like the window can just like you unhinge it and it just flips around and has a spindle in the middle, and you just clean it, and flip it.
It just seems so archaic that we still have to dangle these human beings off the side of these high-rise ass buildings so they can clean the window. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there isn't a technology that can, you know what I'm saying, make that not have to happen.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, Eman, we are just at about time, so we are going to wrap up this episode of Break Time. So yeah, thank you guys very much for tuning in to episode 6 of Break Time. Again, Break Time is going to be coming out weekly on Wednesdays, one episode every week. And yeah, so Eman, is there anything else you want to say before we end out this episode of Break Time?
Not yet, man. I love you guys. Keep on keeping on.
Alrighty, guys. Well, again, thank you very much for tuning in to this week's episode of Break Time, and we hope you tune in and hang out with us next week. We'll see you then.
You.